Alright, hey guys, today we're going to make a real quick and easy gourmet looking and tasting dish with store-bought stuff. We're going to make fried catfish. You can use tilapia or anything like that. And we're also going to use a pound of shrimp. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our catfish. We're going to put it in our fish fry. Get those nice and coated. And we're going to do that for all of our fish. And I would not necessarily put them in wet because it makes the fish fry kind of stick. I would just maybe pat them dry or something because they hold a lot of moisture. And I'm using the Louisiana seasoning. You can use any brand. I use the seasoned one because I don't put any seasoning on this. I just don't. I feel like this has enough seasoning. So let me do this, and then I'll get right back to you. Okay, we have all of our fish seasoned with the Louisiana fish fry. And as you can see, I'm not making a lot. This is probably a pound. And now we're going to heat up our pan. I don't know why I don't have a deep fryer. I just don't. So we're going to let that heat up, and then we're going to throw some chicken in there. Oh yeah, and another thing, if you haven't fried anything before and it's your first time in a pan, the way I tell if the oil is hot enough is I just flick a little bit of water, and you can hear that popping. That lets you know that the oil is hot enough. So now we're going to put our fish in here. Once it gets to boiling real good, we'll turn it down a little bit to a little bit above medium. I really can't tell you how long this takes to cook because I've never judged it. I just kind of stand around and flip it back and forth. But you do want to make sure that you cook it the right amount of time, because if you don't, it will be kind of soggy and the outside won't be a little bit crispy, which we like it crispy, otherwise it doesn't really taste like it's done. So I'm going to let that cook. It's 5:34 right now, so we'll see what time it is when we turn them over. Okay, we just turned them over for the first time at 5:39. Now this side's probably not done. We'll still need to flip it again, but it is feeling nice and hard. And you have to periodically move the fish around because otherwise the seasoning will try to stick to the bottom. I'm going to suggest you put a bunch of them in there because they cook slower, if that makes any sense. And we'll come back in a minute. Okay, we did 5 minutes, and it's 5:44. We flipped it back to the original side. We'll probably leave it on there for about a minute or two, and then we'll put some more chicken in. We're going to take it out and put it in here. I just put a towel down so that some of the grease can drain off, because I don't like to taste all that grease. Now I am taking my pre-cooked shrimp. This was in the frozen section. You can get any kind you want, and you can also get it with the tail off. I just think it's easier for us to eat with the tail on. But either way you want to do it. We're going to wait for our second batch of shrimp to go. And we also have of fish, sorry. And we have a couple more pieces of fish. And then we will boil this. Now when it comes to the seasoning, we're going to use this here. It's garlic butter. We put our 1 pound of shrimp in the bag that came with the packet. 2/3 cup of water, and the seasoning. We're going to pour it over, and then I think it's microwave for 5 minutes. Microwave for 7 minutes and let stand for 5 minutes. And this is so good. So we'll come back when that's done.